Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Not Too Complicated 2. How are you guys doing today? How's life? In between the episodes I have been AFKing for a while, and you might notice we have almost 11 quintillion EMC. Anyways, I haven't been just AFK, I was also tweaking around the base. For example, I did notice that I'm making the Mark III collectors and antimatter relays at a very low speed. And this was one of the reasons. My osmium compressor was a basic factory. Also, one of these license splices was missing an upgrade, and well, now that they are fully upgraded, they're incredibly fast. Also, you might notice we have 20,000 Overworld portals. I never paid attention that they stack, so we can make a singularity. So the portal singularity is ready, and here is also platinum. I eventually planted the seed, it was taking too much of my processing power. So Overworld goes here. And unfortunately, everything is blue. Ah yes, it goes here. So our lives is not just about making singularities, we need to also make a few automations. But this is even. Why is U even? It's okay, we just use 4 machines. One thing that we need in very large quantities, and now I'm struggling to make it, is soul steel. This is something which is used in making energy condenser Mark II, and we need them in the hundreds of thousands. So we're going to use a few, we are going to use a few induction smelters. It really does not have a complicated recipe, and oh, we have interfaces here. We can ask it to provide us with cobalt, soul sand, and iron. If you look at the recipe of the energy collector Mark III as well as the antimatter, you might notice that the collector needs a lot of refined glowstone. The antimatter relay requires a lot of refined obsidian. And again, that is something which is in the hundreds of thousands, so one factory is not going to cut it. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if 2 factories are going to cut it, but we don't have a choice. I mean, we do, it's just that I'm tired of making machines. So I will have refined obsidian maybe over here and get some upgrades and some tier upgrades. I'm hoping that is going to increase our speed, not like that. Something that I have done, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, is that I put 2 quantum compressors down here. One of them is making us the singularity for energy collector Mark III, and the other one is making the antimatter one. We're not doing great at all, but with the changes that we made, it's relatively fast. Yeah, I think it's relatively fast. It's just that they're not being produced proportionately, so I think what we have to do is that we have to stop it for a while, until we get a nice supply of enhanced ender ingots. Cause you know, it has to craft a component for one item and then it never makes the other item. Yeah, we're always out. We have only 1000. Let us get back to the difficult singularities. One of them, if you guys remember, was the PT machine frame from Industrial Foregoing. We have only 22, we need 19,900 and something. Well, treated wood is not going to be a problem, but redstone ingots is 1.2 million. So I think we need to start boosting our production. We are going to have 4 metallurgic infusers. Actually, not like that. Maybe we have the crafter in the center? Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, I dropped it. Okay. Redstone ingots are made with silicon, so we need to have an interface. We have 43 million silicon, that's nice. Oh, but we need an extra connection. Because it has to be infused with redstone. I'm really not even going to bother with an enrichment chamber. We can pump in as much as redstone as we want. So infuse from the bottom. No? Yes, I was just being impatient. Input from the back and output from the top. Yeah, we just copy and paste. All of them are making us redstone. The ingot. Oh, I did not think that one through. Let's break the connection for like 1 second. And you know, we just lock the inventory. So you make me the blocks and you also make me the blocks. So now how do I get it out? That's the problem with pipes. It is perfectly fine. We are going to use the best mod in 1.16. Entangled blocks. Like so. So are we good? You're making me blocks. That's nice. I just need some upgrades. That's it. I'm not saying this is a great speed, but it's a huge improvement. Have I ever mentioned that our best friend in this mod pack is bulk crafting? I'm not making the Mark III relays and collectors at this very moment, so let us get as many ingredients as possible. One of them is this stupid thing, and now that we have time, let's try to make 250,000 of it. I think the other one is lutetium. Another 250,000 should do. Why you no work? Oh, I think it's because you are full. Yep. It's okay. We just have to wait for the iron and uranium to get finished. And how are we doing on enhanced ender ingots? Not great, but we should be able to order 3000 of the advanced component. Oh, you need a crazy number. Okay. Also, with our entire time being AFK, our supply of opinium cores is replenishing. So we should be able to order 100 more. It's gonna take some time, but it's fine. Actually, we can order 200 more. Oh, I was crafting it and then I cancelled. So yeah, we can make 300 in total. I order a lot of stuff and before I log off, I cancel everything, so this happens a lot. I have been crafting a lot of items and then I noticed one of my CPUs is not working. We only have 11 available. I broke the connection, but that's not the problem. We have a boo-boo right over here. Do you see this connection? That's not good. Oh, that was a stupid thing. All of my CPUs are offline. Okay. Now it's fine. Oh, that's also nice. CPUs haven't stopped. Anyhow, what is our next plan? You might notice that we have 64,000 universal mass, but we have almost 240,000 antimatter. That is because I have upgraded antimatter production several times, but this guy has only 5 machines. So obviously what we are going to do is that we're going to add more machines for it. Oh, and by the way, the 5 machines that I'm talking about are these guys and they are producing universal mass using matter balls. It's basically like scrap. We can also craft it using singularities from applied energistics, but I don't know, I'm a bit hesitant. We can try one. Once this crafting job is finished, it's gonna update. Ew. Oh. That is interesting. Yeah, but the issue is that we're not producing singularities fast enough and I need it for a bunch of stuff. For Infinity Catalyst. Yeah, maybe that is a change that we have to embrace. We export singularities. Cause 64,000 universal mass is just garbage. And I guess we order like 40 Infinity Catalysts. Oh, these are expensive. We go with 20? Yeah, I did mention this is a change that we can embrace. Unfortunately, no, we cannot embrace it. That stupid matter ball also goes for our opinium cores and I need that ender chest. It's okay, we increase production. All of you guys should be getting matter balls, good. You also get power. Thank you. And we put everything into our applied energistic system. You know, there is one part that I really hate about the alchemistry mod. So let us order, I don't know, 150,000 more lutetium. Ah yeah, that is a problem. I believe I should be able to do it now. Yes. So I have ordered 150,000, right? Pay attention to the numbers. We also had 250,005 in our applied energistic system. And just to clarify, at the end of the day, we should have 400,005. And by the way, this was the recipe, not the other one. And by the way, the other thing that you should pay attention to is that per each shulker shell, we're going to get 8 lutetium. And that is a 100%, so there shouldn't be a single mistake. I will show you my point in a few minutes, but you might also notice we're running out of LECM-243. That essentially means we need to start switching fuels and we need to start burning HECF-249. That's gonna give us californium. We just wait for it to finish. So all we have to do is that we just need to export californium. HECF. Also, the pipe that we have for LECM is relatively large and therefore we can't really switch immediately. That's a ton of nuclear fuel. But I also have to be very alert, because whenever we run out of fuel in the reactor, I have to use a gauge dropper to empty the pressurized reaction chambers. That's really the part I hate, and this is why I wanted several reactors. Just burning through this fuel which is available in the pipe is going to take hours. I made a very rough and conservative calculation that if we lose 50% of each fuel, which is not true, we're going to lose less, we're still going to have 22,500 californium. So we're gonna break it. And you know, void all the fuel. Now we just have to wait for the reactor to finish. I was going to show you a point with lutetium and unfortunately it didn't happen. Basically the problem is like this. Last time we ordered 250,000, we got 250,000, but the crafting job was not finished. And it does happen more often than you think, especially when you want to make the ultimate ingot. I guess if it happens again I will show you. Can we have 5,000 more fuel? Yep. Anyhow, let us move forward. There is a singularity which I have always been dreading to work on, and that is the speculative processor singularity. It's not a horrible recipe, right? You will notice a problem when you order 20,000 of it. We need 1.2 million speculation core Mark I. And how do you craft it? Well, in a Fluix aggregator. And how fast can we craft it? Well, really garbage. You see, that's it. I believe this is going to be our final automation, so let's start working on that. Judging by the space that we can have 8 more Fluix aggregators, and these are going to make us speculation cores Mark I, which I guess it doesn't really hurt if we bulk craft a few of the ingredients. I have been bulk crafting. Let us order 800,000 more. Also Skystone, which, yeah, I have been bulk crafting. We order 1 million more. Numbers in this mod pack are just stupid, I know. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not really good. Yeah, we have to fix that one too, I guess. We are using a ridiculous amount of resources, so I shouldn't be surprised. Anyhow, as usual, we're going to have power, we're going to export the ingredients, input from the top, output from the bottom, and some cards for upgrades. Yes, something like this should work fine. Also, there was a point in this game that I thought I'm going to need 160,000 of everything, so I have been pre-crafting. This one I cancelled early on, so we only have 18,000 of the 4 times compressed. Which, to be honest with you, it's not really bad. It's like, I don't know, 160,000 of these. But there is one more thing that we are going to need, and I think 4 machines are going to be enough. And that item is called Resonating Gem. We are using the same concept, so there's nothing to it. And this one is okay, we just need 20,000 of it. Let's also pay a very small visit to our reactor. How are you doing? Oh, we're almost out. Nice. Have I mentioned that I'm a very impatient person? We go to maximum burn rate. Come on, finish it before the coolant runs out. Now we can go back to 50. Yes. New fuel. And now the only thing that I have to do is this. Gauge droppers are just awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, we are finally getting depleted HECF249. One issue that we have is our production of netherite, which is incredibly garbage, and we ran out. It is only because of opinium cores, it's not a huge problem. Oh, it's because each recipe gives you 1. That's actually not great. The upgrade is not keeping up. But thankfully we do have some netherite now. Is this even enough? We're getting 8 per second. Maybe more. It has been a few hours since we started today's episode, and I guess we should be able to craft a few singularities. Well, not completely, because we only have 100,000 soul steel ingots. But Energy Condenser Mark II has a singularity. I have already made 20,000 Energy Condensers Mark I, and yeah, we need almost 400,000 more. So maybe we should be able to craft it in smaller batches. Yeah, we don't really want you to craft. So 4,000? You don't have to craft. Unfortunately, this is not going to be the fastest thing in the world because the extended crafting tables have to do it. But one more thing that we should be able to craft is steel casing. We have all the ingredients except the ender star. We are using a lot of it to make the enhanced ingots, so yeah, we're always out. Oh, awesome. We don't have any more CPUs. Until somebody finishes. When we made this system, I said this is going to be our final automation. I lied. There's actually 2 more, and then we are done with automating everything. And unfortunately after that we have to wrap up the episode because I think next episode is going to be the final episode. And basically what I'm trying to say is that, well, we don't really have anything to do between now and next episode except me being AFK and ordering stuff. Anyways, what are the final 2? Well, one of them is populated PCBs. I have already made it in very large batches in order to make the reactors. The problem is that now we ran out and it has a singularity. Anyhow, over here we're using 15 channels, which is not that much. We should be able to have a connection here and here. And now I can't get in. Hole? Yes. We need to have 2 recipes. One of them is to make the printed basic circuit board, and the other one is for the populated version. Basic circuit board is going to require sulfuric acid, and sulfuric acid is something that we have in abundance. Oh, you're the interface. We want the machine. Yep. I was wondering why the pipe is not connecting. Yes, you have sulfuric acid. Nice, nice. I believe for the populated circuit board, yeah, molten tin. Oh, we have so many magma crucibles. We use that one. We take 1 energy condenser, 1 tin, and 1 fading matter. So, magma crucible, pipe, energy condenser, fading matter goes in, we start duping tin, that goes inside the magma crucible, and we get molten tin. Although automatic output is incredibly slow, so maybe we pump it out? Wait a minute. Printed circuit board? Why you no show? This is really the end game. I don't really care about cabling. Oh, you still don't show. What is wrong with you? Oh, now it shows. Okay. So just out of curiosity, if I order 2,000 of it, will you start working? Yes, yes. Here are some upgrades. And I guess we pump everything into an interface. We should be good. Did you die or are you working? Oh, it is running. Okay. I have already pre-crafted a lot of items, so this should be relatively fast. Yes, sticks. And yes, we should be able to craft it, and it should be at a decent speed, if we give you upgrades as well. And literally the final automation that we have to do is Californium. And do you remember the time where I told you that I made a conservative calculation? That was total garbage because we actually get it at an insane rate. And just in case you're wondering, yeah, that was literally the final automation. I think we should be able to make 2,000. Yeah, we should be able to even make 10,000. Actually, no, we can make 20,000. It's 5 per depleted fuel. we can turn the reactor off, and I guess we never ever need californium again. We also start making the singularity, why the hell not? So ladies and gentlemen, just before we wrap up today's episode, here are 2 more singularities. Queen Slime Ingot. It does have a seed, so it was not a problem. And obviously, californium 250, so you should be also off the list. You were never on the list, californium goes here, Queen Slime goes here. We are really not missing that much. But as I have already mentioned, there is literally nothing else I can do between now and the next episode, because I just have to AFK and order items. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.